Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Crafty Crow Show. Today we're going to do another Sunday drive video in the Harlan County History Series. As you can tell, we're driving up the road in the loud old Dodge. As usual, my cracked dash ought to give that away. It's a Dodge, like I say every time. You know how they are. If you got one, you know. But today we are going to travel to a place that deserves a far more in-depth video than what this is going to be. This is just a drive through the town, but we're going to travel to the city of Evarts. Now, Evarts is the area of Evarts has probably produced some of the most coal. You had Evarts, Lenaroo, and like Lynch and stuff produced a lot, but there has been so much coal come out of this area up here in Evarts, and a lot of its history. You even have what was called the Battle of Evarts, which was like I said, something that needs its own video, but it was back during the strike days and the mining days where workers were fighting for wages and things, and they had an all-out battle with company hired men and stuff up here, gun battle in town. So it was definitely a rough and rowdy place in its past. Now, however, it is home to the Harlan County ATV Park, a very popular four-wheeling off-roading park on reclaimed mine land that people come from all over the nation just to come here and see. So Evarts is really trying, and you'll see some of the places here, Evarts is trying to capitalize on that tourism, and that has helped bring more life back into this little city. So, like I said, we're just driving through. Trust me, Evarts needs maybe a couple of videos to cover the history of this town. But this was a very important town, a very important area in Harlan County history. So right now we're on Kentucky 38, which goes from Harlan up to Evarts. At some point, I actually knew when this road was built. I think it was after 119 they started constructing roadways up through here. So early 30s is probably when this road was constructed, and not a lot of it's changed. So we're in Evarts city limits. As you top this hill, you've got what's called the Middleton Addition over here on the right. I know y'all can't see it a lot. It's all housing and stuff. The city has expanded over the years, and I guess that's why they got these different additions with the different names. But you've got the Middleton Addition on your right. Up here, one of the landmarks in Evarts, and has been as long as I can remember, is Jerry's Market. You can still get fresh sandwiches and stuff made, cold cuts and hot food and everything here at this little store, and it's a real popular place. We come all the time and stop by and get stuff, even on the ambulance and stuff, because they've just got good food there. And before we go across the bridge, we'll come back out this way. We're going to take a left. If you do happen to come to the ATV park and you might be worried about how to get your camper in here or whatever, there on the right there's a campground. But if you do worry about that, I'm going to take you and show you the route you need to go. So we'll go directly toward the ATV park first, and then we'll start looking at the rest of town. You can probably see right up there in front of us, and you've seen this on one of my other videos, the Evarts train depot. This was not the size of the one in Harlan, but it was still a very big depot, especially for its day, that the L&N built in the same style that the one in Harlan was built. You also got Evarts Funeral Home there on the right. I'm sure a lot of you from around here remember Louis Bianchi. That used to be a lot smaller and older building, but that is a very big and nice funeral home now. Oh, there's a couple of memorials. I think I did show some in that video there beside the depot. That's kind of a little park they've got built. We're following down on the right, kind of in behind that camper stuff. You'll probably see a little better, is the Clover Fork. Yeah, I had to double check my brain. The Clover Fork River that flows to Harlan and joins with Martins Fork and becomes the Cumberland. So, yeah, you can see it good there. That is the Clover Fork. That flows all the way down from Holmes's Mill, way up the end of that holler, all the way out here, and joins up to form the Cumberland. So it looks grown up through here. you know, because it's springtime and everything's growing, they've not cut anything. It's usually manicured better than this. You have a nice big park here for kids and everything on the right. Also, something that's cool, kind of down there on the right where that last little shelter was, there's a big hole, and there's a couple of the churches around here. The creek comes out from Bailey's Creek here. Churches come down here and still baptize in the creek. And we actually come up here and brought the kids to the park one time, and it was on a Sunday after we had got off work, me and Kathy, and they were doing a baptism. So we got to stand there and actually see a baptism in the creek like it was in the old days, and that was really cool to see, and really cool to know people still do that around here. Not a lot of people have that resource to be able to do. So we turned on the Bayless Creek. Like I said, this is the way up to the ATV park. There's two entrances. You have one at Putney, which depending on how big a camper and stuff you have, would be probably easier for you to get to. But the main trailhead is here in Bayless Creek. So it's pretty easy to get to, and I know once you turn up here, you're going to think, am I going the right way? Because I would probably think that. But yes, you are going the right way. And it's not, you'll see it's not too far up through here. And right there's a good point. Watch out for four-wheelers. Since the ATV park has become popular, it used to be you couldn't ride four-wheelers on the main roads. I don't know if that law has changed, but the law has kind of got laxed because that's a big source of income for the community. So as long as you've got your helmets on and you're being safe, they don't care for you to be on the roadway for a short amount of time. So when you do come up through here, watch out for the four-wheelers. Now, I'm not going to drive all the way up to the park because they've got a gate there and everything. I can see, I don't know if you can, the stop sign and stuff, but stay to the right here, and just up there past a few of those signs is where you actually check in and stuff to get up onto the park. That's where that vehicle was coming out. So that's how you get to the Bailey's Creek trailhead of the Harlan County ATV park. Pretty good road. I mean, even with the camper or something, or just your trailer with your rock crawler or whatever, that park is pretty awesome. And speaking on the park, people over the years have seemed to got safer. We used to, when they first opened, we were going up there with the ambulance service and the rescue squad stuff all the time, getting people that got injured from flipping, rolling over, whatever. There's been plenty of people get killed up there over the years because of that. But previous years, and hopefully I'm not going to jinx any of us, but the past few years there has been less and less. But I think people are getting safer. They're wearing their safety gear. A lot of them we go get that's got hurt did have their safety gear on, especially their helmets, and they were restrained in the vehicle, which has made a huge difference. So whether you come up here, go anywhere, PSA time, me being my paramedic set kicked in, wear your helmets, wear the safety devices when you're on ATVs, rock crawlers, what have you, when you're on off-road vehicles, motorcycles, dirt bikes. Wear your safety equipment, because trust me, from first-hand experience, it makes a huge difference when you do that. Okay, I'm just feeling time talking to you, driving out of here. While we've got a second till we get back down here, if you like these videos, if you like the content, remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell. That'll let you know every time I upload a new video so you don't miss any, and hit that thumbs up button. All that stuff helps the channel, helps push this video out to other people. I want to get these Harlan County videos out to other people so they can see how beautiful the area we have, and educate people, and just give people a trip down memory lane if nothing else. So doing that helps the channel and helps push it out, makes YouTube happy, and they push it out to other people. So we're out of Bailey's Creek. We're on this road now. We got this girl talking on her skateboard. I don't know what that's about. You'll see some interesting stuff. When you when you go to places, just somebody sitting on a skateboard talking on the cell phone. I don't remember the name of this road, guys. And back in here is where Evarts Elementary School is. You've got here on the right, looks like there's some campers and stuff. I think this is one of the little campgrounds. There's a number of little campgrounds scattered around this area because of that ATV park. I don't know the name of this one. I don't know, any info like that. I'm sure they're on websites and you can find it though. I'm struggling to figure out how to drive through and show you all everything. I'm from Harlan. I didn't grow up in Evarts or anything, so that's one reason that a video on the history of it's delayed, because I don't know it. I've even asked them to live up there, and they don't really know it real good. Before I keep going on, Evarts football field is over there. This big field we land helicopters in a lot of times because this is the closest place that's big enough to land a helicopter. So anybody up this way that we need to put on a helicopter or fly out to a trauma center or something, we usually land here. And then this is, like I said, Evarts Elementary School. I totally forgot what I was saying before that. Oh, I don't know the history too much of up here, so I need to do research. But it's nice to just drive through and just relax. And I don't know if it's relaxing for you to listen to me blab on about stuff, but at least you're getting to drive through, especially if you ain't been here in a while, just to kind of see how things look. I know I enjoy doing that, and a lot of other people do. So after we go across the 500 speed bumps, I'm going to get down here and forget to take a left where I need to and get stuck at a dead-end street. Must have a lot of people speed down through here with all these speed bumps. I'm trying to think of things to tell you guys that kill a little time while I'm driving. I'm trying not to get too fast so it don't look like we're flying Mach 3 down the street. I have to keep cutting out my coughing because apparently I want to cough this morning. It's a good day, Tater. Alright, rest of that, dead end street. I'm very sorry, I don't remember the name of that street. It might be Keister, but don't quote me on that. And this brought us right back out to where the depot is. Now we will go. What's the best way to go? Let's go this way. And we will come back up to Highway 38. Now this over here that you can see back there in the background is, I guess, what you would consider the downtown of Evarts. That's where most of the brick buildings and everything was built, and a lot of the commercial stuff is. And it's not a lot. It never really was a lot because it's kind of a coal boom town. And Harlan suffered the same thing, but Harlan's kind of the center of the county, so it was bigger. So we'll cut down this way. I know one famous store that everybody knows is Kilgore's. That'll be here on the right. Which one was it? Right past this blue awning building. You've got Kilgore's, the old store there. There's still stores and stuff in there. We'll go down here to the high school, and then we'll cut back up one of these other streets. Clover Fork Clinic's on the left. It's a little health clinic. And at the end of this straight, it's not the end of, I guess it'd be about the end of the city limits of Evarts. Woo, that's a big bump. But that's as far as we'll go this way, so we can cover some of these other streets. Right here, though, turning in front of us, is the old Evarts High School. Now, this was one of the big, when I was in high school, this was still a high school, and where all the kids went. But once they consolidated to the county high school, this, of course, ceased to be a high school. My words ain't working today, is it? Anyway, this was Evarts High School until the county consolidated. That was my point. And I don't know that they're doing anything with the building right now. They're still trying to maintain it, but of course, there's broken windows and stuff out of it. It's a big building. I don't know what they could do with it. I mean, there's plenty of opportunity, but there's not enough residents in the county to do anything with it. So there's Evarts High School. If you're an Evarts alumni, comment down below what year that you went up here and share some of your memories. We'd like to hear some of your memories with it. I'm going to cut down Harlan Street right here because going right up here at the Y, there's really nothing besides like one of the coolest looking little hardware stores. It looks like an old hardware store down there on the corner. You've got City Hall here on the right, plus as you can tell by the fire trucks, that's where the fire station is for Evarts City Fire Department. And if you could see there on the left, that is the new Evarts Public Library. Brand new building built, how long ago was it? Maybe 5 years ago or something. It's not been that long. They built this new building and have a really nice library up here for the county library system. Now I'm going to drive this way, and we may end up getting lost. This is going to Evarts Hill. That's what they call Evarts Hill. And I have always got so daggone confused back up in here with all these houses in these streets. I don't remember which street goes where. But we'll take you all back through here because I know a lot of you probably have lived around here. The ones watching this video, I'm sure, have lived around here and stuff and would like me to do something on Evarts Hill. So that's what we're going to do. Until I started working the ambulance, I didn't realize how much of an area just Evarts Hill is, or how steep it is, man. When you get up on this hill with some of this, it's steep. And I don't know how far. I'm probably going to short you some on this, guys, because I'm not exactly sure how all these roads go together. I know it dead ends somewhere out through there, but I don't remember exactly where. I don't know if you can tell on the video how steep this is, but it's a very, very steep hill. Every one of the streets that go up the hill here are very steep. But all of them, if I remember right, run to the top of the hill here and then cut back across, and you'll see where we come out at. And I wish I could give you the view looking to the left. You kind of overlook all of town. It's kind of like, for me, it's kind of like going up on Ivy Hill in Harlan, because you can overlook the entire town. It's a little bumpy. I don't know if that was a real snake or a fake snake. Surely that was a fake snake, because that's a very poisonous snake. Did you see that? On the ground right in front of us? It was, oh, daggone. What was the name of it? It was coiled up. I don't know if it was real or not. It looks like there was flies on it, so it might have been real. Red and black rings and stripes. I cannot remember the name of it, but like a coral snake, I think. I have never seen one of those around here. It's got to be fake. I would just about go back there and see, but my luck, I would go back there and see and poke it with the stick, and it ended up biting me, and I'm going to die. So I think I'll just stay in the truck where it's safe. But this brought us, I'm rubbing you around the microphone. This brought us back down to the high school. So I'm trying to give you a good look at town, but I don't know. As usual, I was unprepared and didn't plan out a route like I did, some of these other ones. So if I'm hacking this all to pieces, please let me know. We'll come back up here again. Which, like I said, there's more videos going to come at Evarts in the future, because it's a little town that's very rich in history and deserves its own videos. I know I've said that 20 times, but it really is. It was important to the economy of the entire county. And on up the road past the high school, there was a place that was very important in a world event, and I really want to get that video to you once I research a little more. I hope I got there first. So this is back on 38, and this would be heading back toward Harlan. You've got little shops and stuff here on the left. The post office there on the right, Family Dollar. And this is actually, it's Kentucky 38. This is also Main Street. So the main road is Main Street through town. You have a little coal monument there on the left. Got a little marathon. You got Dairy Hut right there on the left, that little red roof building. I don't know how to compare that. Like Corbin has the root beer stand. Every town has one of these little, almost like the old drive-ins with the old way the burgers and fries and stuff. That's what Dairy Hut is here in Harlan. There's one here and one in Harlan. Used to be one in Cumberland, but I think they changed names and owners. But it's all the same thing. Good little food. And besides going through the communities and seeing some of the little houses, I was trying to hit more of the business and stuff on this trip. So like I said, if you need me to go down the street or something, let me know. Once I get kind of a list of what people want to see, we'll come back and do this again. But that was a quick look and a quick drive through the town of Evarts. So I thank y'all for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave down in the comments, interact with me, let me know if you liked it, didn't like it, whatever, and things I could do different. But we're going to head back to the house and get some lunch because it's lunchtime. But thank you all for coming with us. Until next time, love one another as the good Lord tells you. And we'll see you guys on the next video.